I'm not saying it's proof, but we should probably cut his head off just to make sure. Thoughts?
I think that's a good idea.
See? Okay, a logical.
I like where your head's at.
Sir,
Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 of our 2026 Epic Universe vlog series. And in this one, we're going to explore the rest of France, the Ministry of Magic, have some food, have some drink, do a boss fight or two, and even do a solo run of Fire Drill. Now let's get on in there and see what the land has in store for us today. Now it's time for the Wizarding World, and the time turner is time turning super hard. I could hear all the sand go through. And here we go. And this is my first time coming through here after actually going to Paris. When Ashley and I went to Paris, let's see, where did we stay? Here's the Eiffel Tower. So we stayed here around the 15th Cambron, right here. Also, shout out to Universal team members, because with Stardust being down and us having purchased Express, they actually gave us one free Express to use on any other attraction to make up for the fact that we couldn't do Stardust. So that was really nice on their part. Back in Paris. You know, when I came here, I never came down this way. Probably going to Le Goblet Noir. Oh wow, there's a whole area that I never explored. Oh, the portraits are talking. People are using their wands. So there's Le Goblet Noir. This is my first time here, so this is the Noir Goblet. It's so secluded and like off the beaten path. So dark. Oh, because I'm wearing sunglasses. Memento Mori. Also, it looks like a Xenomorph skull. I'm not going to be getting anything here at Le Goblet Noir because I do plan on getting a butterbeer crepe. So I'm saving my sugar for later, but I am going to go to the restroom now. Okay, so we had ordered some butterbeers. I didn't really grab one, like I said I wasn't going to grab one. But she kind of like mixed it with the cream and the beer, and she was like, oh, this was a mistake, I'm going to make a new one. And she like even offered it, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. And she was like, I like it this way. It's basically like an egg cream. So it's pretty good, but check this out. This over here, it looks familiar. That's from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I've never seen the movie, but I have seen Le Cirque Arcanu. And so because I've seen the live show that's over there, I caught this thing. But pretty cool little Easter egg. And just something that's so impressive here in Wizarding World Paris is just all the detail, all of the art, all of the little hidden things too that you would see in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Like, it's all hidden throughout. I never went to this side. What is going on here? Bar Moonshine, American bar. But look over here, all the way up there you can see Montmartre. And we went into Montmartre, and if you see on my Instagram profile, you'll see photos from our trip to Montmartre. I honestly have such a much deeper appreciation for this area after having been to Paris. Correcta Magica Medicis. All right, guys, it's time to go do Ministry of Magic. Time for us to go to the Metroflux. Frankie, where did you go? Unreal. That is a reveal that I never get tired of. Good God. I mean, Express is insane. We entered this at 1:33. I didn't check and see what the posted wait time is for Ministry, but it looks like it's pretty much walk on for us. All right, so it seems like in this main like library area is where the Express Pass is stuck. It's the toes. Look at those toes. It's so weird. All right, we just finished Battle at the Ministry. I had to sit in the back left very corner, and I felt like I was being thrown around like a rag doll. They didn't get rid of that big drop, but it felt very good, very intense, still a lot of fun. But now we're gonna do Le Cirque Arcanu, and I will see you guys very shortly. While I can, I'll still be showing you guys the queue here. It is such a good queue, and just an amazing use of space. Just finished Le Cirque Arcanu. That show blows my mind every time. It is my favorite live entertainment in any theme park is Le Cirque Arcanu. It is a perfect blend of magic, talent, mystery, wonder. It is just, to me personally, a perfect live show in a theme park. Something I didn't mention earlier was our express barometer. I think the longest we ever waited was for Ministry, and it took us about a half hour from when we scanned to when we actually got on the ride and finished the ride. Now we're gonna make our way back to Darkmoor since we haven't been there since the park opened earlier. So we're gonna do probably Monsters Unchained again, probably do the Werewolf, and definitely grab something to eat and drink at the Burning Blade Tavern. It's alive for the second time today. The Invisible Man is here. Goodbye, Invisible Man. All right, let's go do Curse of the Werewolf. I've never done it before. Oh, there it goes. Hello, Igor. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon.
How are the experiments?
Fantastic. It's a beautiful day in
It
Dartmoor.
is. Enjoy your day, Igor. All right, posted wait time 65 minutes for Curse of the Werewolf. It is 2:55. See how fast it takes for us to get in there and off the ride. I'm excited though. I didn't get to do this when we went to previews. This is gonna be my first time riding this. I've heard a lot of mixed things, but I like roller coasters and it looks fun. So we've seemingly hit a little bit of a choke point here, but hopefully we'll get pushed through soon. All right, so we just finished Curse of the Werewolf. That was very interesting. Way too short. It's a very fun and interesting ride system, but there's no theming to it except that one barn that you kind of pass through. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, especially not when it's a 65-minute wait. Thankfully we had Express, so it only took us about 19 minutes, but yeah, I did not like Curse of the Werewolf. Hiccup Spin Gliders is a much better, less intense roller coaster. Now let's head into the Burning Blade Tavern. Oh, it's been so long. I'm gonna get my favorite drink, the Pure of Heart. So many awesome little hidden details here behind the bar.
We're gonna just do a small ritual here. Basically, long story short, you're not a bad guy, but you can be a bad dog, and that's just not a good look on you. Every full moon, you go out there, you buy strangers. We're all kind of tired of it. You're not really hurting anybody, but we just don't want to take any risks. You come back full of fleas, and that's not a good look on you either. So just drink this, and you'll be liberated from the curse of the werewolf.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Pure of Heart. I've missed this drink. Oh, so good. So I just mobile ordered the cheddar charcoal bites. I also mobile ordered the garlic steak. Those are my two favorite quick service items here in the park, so I'm excited to have them again. Check this out. They didn't give us these the last time we came. These souvenir Pilsner glasses. They're like a hard plastic. It's pretty cool though. You know, it's not a trip to the Burning Blade without the garlic steak and the charcoal. The best thing in this park. Everyone that's been to Epic knows what comes in black must come out green. But it's always worth it every time. All right, the garlic steak. Ashley's favorite. Oh my God.
Villagers, you have made it to the safe haven of the Burning Blade, protected by monster hunters like myself, Gregor the Guardian. But if you are to remain underneath the guild's protection, you must first learn our toast. So everyone please raise your arms in the air and your glasses if you have them. And when I say release the hounds, I want to hear your loudest, fiercest howls. Patrons of the Burning Blade, release the hounds! Excellent, all right, drink up and good luck. You're gonna need it out there.
I don't want to scare you, but with that beard, how confident are you that that is not a werewolf?
I want to say 60-40.
I am less than 60-40, my friend.
Yes.
Okay, have you seen this man underneath a full moon? Look at that thing.
I can't say that I have actually.
Look, I avoid the light.
I'm not saying it's proof, but we should probably cut his head off just to make sure. Thoughts?
I think that's a good idea.
See? Okay, a logical
I like where
man.
your head's at.
Sir, you also have a beard.
That's true, but I'm part of the Monster Hunter Guild, so...
Well, that's what a werewolf would say.
cover. It's a good cover. It's the Monster Hunter's home base, okay? You can't just walk
That's the
in.
safest place to be.
So you think that all of the bartenders know me, that I just went up and greeted them, and that I just killed a Monster Hunter and took his clothes? Come on, what kind of logic?
That's great undercover work.
Great undercover.
Maybe he's just trying to get in your
I
head
was
because
gonna
he's
say,
a werewolf.
Do you see how he tries to redirect?
Yes,
like this?
exactly.
Very
You're right.
suspicious. All right, now look. Most werewolves are very nice 29 days out of 30. It's just that one day you really gotta watch out, right?
Yes.
So, as long as you promise not to wolf out and kill anyone in Darkmoor, I won't cut off your head and put it on the wall. Fair? Fair. Okay. What you do outside of Darkmoor, that's not my problem. Okay?
It's out of his jurisdiction.
Exactly. So have fun. All right.
All right, we got the Dr. Jekyll here. So that Jekyll shot was pretty much like vodka and like peach schnapps, but it was really, really good. Went down pretty smoothly, but now my entire chest burns. I'm gonna go back to the room. I'm gonna drop these souvenir glasses off. Gotta free up my hands. And then I'm gonna come back. I think I wanna explore some more of Mario World. We've pretty much have done every single ride here that's available to us, except the Dragon Racers Rally, but there's no express for it, so I'm gonna go put these down in the room and then come back out. Something that continues to blow my mind is just how low of a wait time Monsters Unchained always has. Like, I know that it's constantly moving, and it's almost like a people mover type-esque queuing situation, but man, it is the best ride in this park, and there are never any people on it. You know, now since I'm going back to the room, I think I might go grab the Captain Cacao and then take it to the room now. We are back inside of Epic Universe. Had to make a quick pit stop, like I said, to drop off those 2 Pilsner glasses. And I did buy my Captain Cacao plush, and I got a really, really nice Chocolatiers shirt. Probably, like, I would say it's probably the best merchandise I've bought at Epic Universe. Between the plush and the t-shirt. That t-shirt is amazing. It doesn't explicitly say Epic Universe, it's not in your face about it. It's just really, really, really nice Jules Verne type art. I love it. It's a great shirt. But yeah, I had to go back to room, had to take care of some business. Catch my drift. Let me tell you the real perk about staying at the Helios. It's not early park admission. It's not having your own entrance. It's being able to do a certain something in peace and being minutes away from it and not having to use any of the restrooms here. If you catch my drift. Sorry to get personal, but I'm human just like all of you, and I know you're all thinking about it. Yes, it is amazing. If you gotta go do what you gotta go do, just run on up to your room. All right, we are heading back into Darkmoor and meeting up with everybody in the Burning Blade Tavern. You know, while we're down here, let's see if I can find the shirt that Ashley's been looking for. All right, so the Creature makeup store did not have it. Let's see if maybe the gift shop at Monsters Unchained has it. Guys, they have it. I'm about to be her hero. So I went to drop off a bunch of merchandise just to buy more merchandise. So I'm not gonna go back to the room though. I'm gonna hang on to this for the rest of the night. Look at this neat little detail here. Frankenstein's arm, or Frankenstein's monster's arm, has a tattoo of the bride on it. You know, it continues to blow my mind that this is 15 minutes and Curse of the Werewolf is 65. What's wild is we've had such overcast all day, but it has yet to rain, and I don't want to tempt fate. And we're back where we started. All right, I have sufficiently wet my whistle with another Pure of Heart, drank a big old Pilsner glass of water. Now we're gonna make our way back into Nintendo World because I haven't finished all of the mini games. I haven't done the Bowser Jr. boss fight either. So let's get back in there and let's do all the Mario stuff. The warp pipe we go. I never get tired of this place. All right, is there any hidden little things around here? Here's Princess Peach's portrait. Nothing around here. Honestly, let's try coming out this way. Let's see. Let's get some coins, guys. Oh, wait. All right, let's try to get our stars. Let's see. No. I got 1 star. I got a bunch of random stuff. Let's get some coins. Every little mini game has a long queue now. It got significantly busier here than it was earlier this morning. All right, let's try going underground, but let's grab this question block first. All right, we're going underground. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens. Oh! Got it! Oh! Oh! Thank you! Hey, Goomba! We're underground now. Uh-oh, Bob-omb. Oh! So the Bob-omb is going off and we're about to get hurt and everything in the next room is gonna be big. Yeah. See? We just blew up. Look, everything is big now. Yo, look at this. Look at how big these things are. What's here? Oh, there we go, Luigi. Let's touch this over here. Nothing? Okay. Yeah, we gotta kill it and I guess we eventually go back to being big. Alright, here we go. Let's do this challenge. Where do I tap it here? Oh, it exploded. Alright, we gotta build the key. Oh, wait. We gotta get the pieces. I gotta get the pieces. I'm riding solo. This is so much harder solo. There we go. Thank you. Woo, that was hard. All right, that was fun. Hello. See if I believe I have. All right, let's try it. All right, we're good to go. Boss fight time. Time to take on Bowser Jr. Cute. All right. Oh, it blows the air on you. Oh, look at the baby. Also, my microphone's dead, so I will not be using the mic until it's done charging, but we're gonna be using the ambient audio for now. All right, here we go. Time for the boss fight. When did Bowser Jr. win the Grand Prix? The music in here is banging. Alright, we are all queued up for the boss fight. Ooh, I'm gonna put my bag away now, hold on. There we go, we finished it. My brave friends, you were spectacular. Well, thank you, Peach. Okay, let's keep getting some coins while we're at it, right? God, there's just so much kinetic energy. So everyone's just having fun, doing mini games together. So much kinetic energy. I'm trying to find some of those like secret little areas that have that little tap. Oh, let's look in here.
Please stay clear of the trail.
The other one wasn't working, but this one is. Oh no! No! Hey Toad! I know there's a hidden secret in one of the retail shops downstairs, but I wonder if it's in here in Mario Kart Motors. No, I don't think there's any secrets in here. There's nothing for me to tap my band to. No. No, I don't think there was anything there. Probably just the 1-Up Factory that has them. Let's see what else we can do up here upstairs. Alright, let's see what's here. So elevators, but we got more question blocks. Yeah. They got another brick here. Some more binoculars with the Yoshis. I love that they use like AR technology, kind of like what the 3DS used to use. Do you remember when you got your 3DS and it came with those AR cards and you would put it down and you would scan it and then the thing would come to life? That's what that reminds me of. Here comes my favorite little secret here. Middle finger toadstool. What other hidden things can we find? Are Mario and Luigi gonna be meeting here soon? What about Donkey Kong? I think Mario and Luigi might be meeting here. So Mario and Luigi are gonna be meeting soon, but I don't think the timeline is gonna be working well for us. So I'm gonna make my way to Mario. Pretty much did almost everything that I missed the last time I came. So I think let's make our way over to Isle of Berk and do the roller coaster. Let's take a quick little shortcut to the Isle of Berk. I gotta say, the weather today has been incredible. The crowds haven't been crazy, but then again, it's hard for me to gauge it since I do have Express. But something I will say is, if you can swing it, do it, right? If you're able to afford the Express, do it. Now again, I did not pay for it. I was gifted Express today, but if this is your one and only time coming, it promotes a much more enjoyable and stress-free experience. And that's not just true of any theme park. I'm talking about specifically Epic Universe, because there is so much to see and do. Like, yes, I know, there's only like 9 rides, right? But there's a lot to explore. There's a lot to take your time with. And we have 3 hours left in the park today. We've been here since 8 a.m. I still haven't seen everything. There is corners of Berk that I have not explored. If anything, I would say Berk is probably the least explored land that I've done. There's a lot here, and I would say you either spend the money getting Express or you spend the money getting an extra day at the park. That's just my opinion. I do think, however, the fact that Dragon Racers Rally has no Express is ridiculous. Like, that's the one ride in this entire park that doesn't have Express. All right, and as I mentioned earlier, because Stardust Racers is not operating today, they were kind enough to give us an extra Express, so I'm using it for Hiccup's Wing Gliders. But man, I really want to do Dragon Racers Rally. All right, so I did Hiccup's Wing Gliders again, and that was so much fun. I'm honestly convinced that it's the best roller coaster, or one of the best roller coasters in the Orlando area, just because it's so much fun. I love it, especially after doing it twice in one day. But now I'm gonna queue up for Dragon Racers Rally because I don't know if I'm gonna come back, so I might as well do it now. All right, so Dragon Racers Rally was actually a lot of fun. I didn't get to spin over because I got too scared. I kind of panicked, I got too scared, and I didn't do the full spin. You know what? Fire Drill is a walk-on. It's the only ride I haven't done here yet, besides Constellation Carousel, which I will do once everything is like fully parked. I'm gonna do Fire Drill. Because why wouldn't I do Fire Drill? Like, come on. It's empty, there's nobody here. Fine, I'm in my mid-30s. If I get a little wet, who cares? I wish you guys could have been there with me. I had the whole boat to myself. There is not a single person on this ride at all. And I was on the entire course by myself. I was shooting at targets. I wasn't getting wet. But because there was nobody coming on the ride, they weren't pushing the boats through. And at the very end, there was like a bunch of cannons, kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean, where the cannons hit and they squirt water. And it was coming from all sides, and it's supposed to do once per boat. I was getting bombarded, and I had to like, I was moving so much that the boat was rocking back and forth. I just realized my microphone was in my bag the entire time that I was shooting that reaction, but it was so genuine that I am gonna keep it in. That was so much pure joy. That was awesome. And I don't know if they leave it on purpose or someone left theirs early, but they had the hot air blow dryers blasting, and I just ran in there and dried up. You know, I gotta say, after having time to actually enjoy it, other than Darkmoor, I think Isle of Berk is the best land in all of Epic Universe. It's hard not to even get emotional about it. I'm a fan of, oh, there goes Hiccup Swing Gliders. I'm a fan of How to Train Your Dragon, but I am not the most die-hard fan of it. I love Toothless, I love Hiccup. There's something about this land, every square inch of it has brought out so much genuine joy and amusement from me that if this is why we come to theme parks, this land is what provides what we're looking for. If you're looking for immersion, you go to Harry Potter. If you're looking for spooky vibes, Halloween Horror Nights, you go to Darkmoor. If you're looking for fun with your kids and your own childhood nostalgia, you go to Nintendo. But as a theme park fan, man, Isle of Berk, it's something special. I don't know. It's just so much fun. Like, yeah, okay, I was alone on Fire Drill, but it was so much fun trying to man all 8 water cannons by myself. Wing Gliders is fun. Dragon Racers Rally is fun. All of it is just fun and joyful. And I came in there during daytime, and now it is nighttime, and this park comes to life at night. But I need to find a bathroom like yesterday. Case in point to what I was just saying, I just walked by someone who seems like they're in my kind of age range, and they just said, my favorite land? How to Train Your Dragon. I'd be hard-pressed to find a better land that is exactly what theme parks are for than Isle of Berk. And with what I said, with this park coming to life, just look how alive Pizza Moon is right now. You know what's wild? When I see Constellation Carousel, all I can think of is Tomorrowland or Discovery Land in Disneyland Paris. Very Jules Verne-esque, and I definitely want to do that tonight. Seems as though the light fixtures are not operating. They have a live music stage. Starbucks is still popping off. Oaken Star Tavern looks beautiful. Looks as though the rest of my group just did finish up over at Darkmoor at the Burning Blade Tavern, so I'm gonna do Frankenstein and making my way over there. Like I said, everything comes to life at night. It's just giving me a taste of what I need for Halloween Horror Nights. Look at this. The bell is tolling. Something's happening. All right, we did the Frankenstein experiment 3 times. So now we're gonna do the Constellation Carousel Maybe head over to Isle of Burke one more time. And we need to find something to do for dinner. I just did Hiccup Swing Gliders for the 3rd time today, and I stand by what I said earlier. That is one of the best roller coasters in all of Orlando. It is so much unbridled, joyful fun. All right, we are making our way over to the front of Celestial Park near the Kronos because a friend of ours lost his Meta Ray-Bans. So I'm trying to see if they're gonna have it for him there, and I really hope they do. One last look at Epic Universe at night. I love this Kronos. Now the challenge here is to find something to eat because it is really weird how and when they close things because you're trying to get all these rides in and the park is still open for like another hour, but all the restaurants are closing, so we're trying to figure out what to do for dinner. I think that this park took the place of Epcot at night, or what Epcot used to look like. Like, Epcot is gorgeous at night still, but this place reminds me of what Epcot and the Millennium looked like at night, specifically in Future World. And we're walking into Blue Dragon. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is gorgeous. All right, so bad news. They are not letting us into Blue Dragon because we don't have a reservation. I get it. It's just we're kind of desperate to find something to eat, so maybe we'll eat at Taverna, but I'm going to use that in the review for Helios. So you'll see the Taverna review in the Helios video, which you saw last week, if that makes sense. One last look before we head back into our hotel. Just like earlier, we're heading back into our hotel room through the dedicated entrance. All right, everybody, that is gonna do it from us here today at Epic Universe. What an insane, long, fun-filled, no other word for it, epic day that we had. It felt amazing to be back. It felt like a piece of me stayed here when I went in April, and I was able to get it back by completing everything that the park had to offer. Obviously not Stardust, but I had already done that. Yeah, I had an amazing day. Everything about today was almost perfect. If only Stardust was open. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have been looking forward to this for so long. Thank you so much for enjoying and subscribing and just hanging out with me and joining me on my adventures. I would love for you guys, if you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join me for everything. I want to bring you along everywhere. I love you all very much. I will see you on the next one. Good night.